Hello, I'm Willie Haas. I'm your host for Rockford on the Record. And with me today is Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara. And Mr. Mayor, I don't know if we can call it a trend at this point, but Rockford seems to be doing a very good job of reviving historic buildings and turning them into something useful. We've got the Embassy Suites, we've got Prairie Street Brew House, we've got the Barbara Coleman thing coming up, and now lately we have some proposals for the Watch Factory and the Trekk building. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, truthfully, Wally, before I get to those two, I would say we at the City of Rockford, in partnership with so many developers, are one of the largest users of the historic tax credits in the state of Illinois. So that means we are redeveloping our historic structures, as you mentioned. So Watch Factory and the Trekk building, really important projects. These are two buildings that the City of Rockford have owned for several years, become more and more distressed and need more and more love. And so we did a contract to purchase with the developer Oliver Emerson and his son Oliver Emerson Jr. And this contract to purchase allows the Emersons to do their due diligence, continue that due diligence in the process. We know these historic buildings are often a real struggle and can be very complex, especially when you look at the capital stack, the amount of money that they need to get and where it's coming from to get them redeveloped. But it's what went through City Council was that we agreed, yes, we will give them the time to do their due diligence. We're not going to sell these buildings to someone else, because you don't want the developer going through all that work and then we sell it to Wally or whoever else it would be, and we wouldn't sell it to you.
Well, I couldn't afford it.
But it allows a developer to have that time to do that due diligence. So when it comes forward to council, we have a great amount of certainty that this project will get done on time and within that budget that is going to be allotted.
Now, if you want to learn more about this project, there's a great video on YouTube done by Kevin Haas of the Rock River Current. It's a tour of the facility, and also check out Rock River Current for more information about this project. Now, what are the next steps? So you've got this agreement. So what is the developer going to do next to make this go forward? So
truthfully, they'll do all of their due diligence on their side. We know for certain that there's going to be a gap and that there's going to need to be incentives from the city. More than likely, we know that a TIF will be needed, a new TIF, a tax increment financing district, that will provide increment to the developer to help that project move forward. We also believe with these two buildings, specifically the Watch Factory, with the condition that it's in, it may need some additional monies towards it. And so what we anticipate today, and that number could decrease, but what we anticipate today is that it would need about $1.2 million to go into it. And so what council approved is contract to purchase and having some understanding that a tax increment financing district would be needed, as well as up to $1.2 million in incentives.
How long will it be before the developer comes back to council with a more defined proposal?
So we allotted the developer quite a bit of time. We allotted the developer a year, and they could ask for an extension. I think it could be all done in that 1 year, but we always allow that extension just in case we're right near that time period to expire. So I would say in the next 8 to 12 months, you'll be hearing a lot more about those two buildings.
I can't wait. All right. Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. That's it for this episode of Rockford on the Record. Please like our content, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.